This dog was saving a life. It dragged a boy who had fallen into the water to the shore. Hearing his faint heartbeat, the puppy used its mouth to unzip the boy's jacket and began performing CPR. But because it was so small, it ran quickly across a wooden bridge, jumped to the highest point, and then leaped down, allowing the boy to start breathing again. Bingo noticed that the boy was very weak, so it brought back a fish from the river. The boy was happy. He knelt down and checked Bingo's gender, thinking they might become great partners. To thank Bingo, the boy decided to take it home, but because his family didn't like dogs, he had to hide it secretly. Bingo was very clever, always helping with homework. The boy would bring out his books and ask Bingo questions, and Bingo would answer by barking. Learning to skateboard was easy for it. In the game room, it even learned to drive a car. One day, the boy's father was reassigned, and they had to move. But Bingo, who had been left behind, couldn't catch up. Just like that, Bingo lost its owner. It caused a traffic jam while waiting on the road. The police noticed a smell of alcohol on Bingo. They drew a line for Bingo to walk in a straight line. So Bingo walked toward the officer, but in the end, it was fined. That night, Bingo was rummaging through a garbage pile for food. When a man spotted it, he took it into his RV to rest and fed it some food. But Bingo quickly realized they weren't good people. They had tied up a family of 4. Bingo didn't act immediately, but waited until the thieves were asleep late at night, then sneaked to a nearby phone booth and called the police. When the phone connected, Bingo tapped the phone in a regular pattern. The police instantly recognized it as Morse code. They quickly located the phone booth. After making the call, Bingo returned to the RV and secretly freed the family. But as the last girl was leaving, she closed the door, waking the thieves. Bingo immediately lunged at her, buying her time to escape. One of the thieves fired a gun, and Bingo had no choice but to surrender. Just then, the police arrived and surrounded the thieves. Knowing they couldn't escape, the thieves grabbed Bingo as a hostage. The police were stunned. To save his own life, the thief had to surrender. Bingo's heroic rescue was reported in the media, and the story happened to reach its owner. He quickly wrote an email, hoping to bring Bingo back home. But by now, Bingo was being cared for by the girl's family. However, it received a summons to court. In court, the 2 kidnappers claimed that the kidnapping was ordered by Bingo. Not only did they hire a lawyer, but they also brought in an expert in dog language to translate. But Bingo couldn't understand any of it. It was strangely found guilty by the judge, and so Bingo was sentenced to 3 years in prison. The guards took Bingo to its cell, but just then, Bingo received a letter from its owner. After reading it, Bingo could no longer suppress its longing for its owner. It decided to escape. Skillfully, it started digging a tunnel in the cell. The other inmates helped by using mirrors to keep watch. Once the tunnel was ready, the inmates placed a fake dog head on the bed and all crawled out through the dog tunnel. Bingo used the inmate's body as a springboard, leaping effortlessly over the prison walls. Then, it went outside to rescue the inmate. The inmate wanted to adopt Bingo, saying no prison could hold it anymore. But Bingo only had one thing on its mind: finding its owner.